Hey guys, Justin here with JHart Modelworks. It is Sunday. I have a model car. I have coffee. Let's do Sunday model cars and coffee. Alright guys, so I know I said I was going to do this video a couple of weeks ago when I did the final build section video on the 69 Mustang Restomod. I just didn't. I haven't gotten anything. I haven't filmed anything in a couple of weeks, to be honest with you. I've been really busy. It just got really hectic that weekend. I was going to do it last weekend, and last weekend was my beautiful, amazing, wonderful wife's birthday, and it was an important one for her, so that weekend was just really busy as well. So we are doing it this week, and it is like 12:45 a.m., so it is officially Sunday. I don't actually have coffee in my coffee mug. I have ice water, but again, it is 12:45, and I would like to go to bed sometime tonight. But I'm in the spirit of model cars and coffee. Mostly I've been focusing on wrapping up the model car garage, which I am happy to say it is done. And by done, what I really mean is that everything I had originally imagined, for the most part, the stairs didn't work out, but everything that I had originally imagined is currently in, and this thing is ready to go to the show. Speaking of the show, this coming up Saturday, September 21st, in Denton, Texas, is Dedicated Enthusiast Magazine's Super Show. This is going to be a really cool show. There's going to be some really great builders there. I know a lot of the guys in the Dallas-Fort Worth area that are going are all really good model builders. There's a bunch of guys coming in from Cali, from Down to Scale, and I think maybe a couple other groups as well. And I know a lot of those guys are amazing. So this is going to be a great show. If you're in the DFW area, if you're anywhere close, Oklahoma, Arkansas, down in Houston, come up, come down, come over, and come to the Dedicated Enthusiast show, because it is going to be a blast. I have not started on the Pops build or the Mitchell build. I've not even done an unboxing for those yet. I need to get started on those. I will probably not start on those, however, until after the show. Part of that is I'm just going to be busy getting ready for the show. I've got several models I plan to take. I plan to take this beast here. And, I'm going to need to fill out paperwork and get things packed up and ready. So this whole week is pretty much going to be shot. And my work area is an absolute disaster right now. So that really needs to be recleaned and reorganized, because that has gotten way out of hand. It is absolutely shameful. But I have rattled on now for far too long. So let's go and get this camera flipped around and take a look at our build. All right, guys, here she is, all wrapped up. So we started this build out by installing the C1 Models RTR-X wide-body trans kit for the Revell 69 Mustang Cobra Jet. This is an absolutely fantastic trans kit. I had the same experience with the Nova Restomod kit that I got from him. His trans kits are absolutely wonderful to work with. They fit absolutely perfect. Everything goes exactly where it should. Just absolutely phenomenal. These are not sponsored. I do pay full price for these, so that is just my word for using the products. They are fantastic. I cannot recommend C1 Models enough. We then followed that up with some Mr. Surfacer 1500 black primer. We then hit some Scale Finishes Galaxy gray base. About 3 coats of that. Followed by several coats of the House of Color Burgundy Candy. This is another just absolutely gorgeous color. Check out Scale Finishes. There is a link down in there below, and he was generous enough to give us a discount code. So if you order from him and you put in, I believe it's JHart 10, the code's going to be down there and there below. It will save you 10% on your order, and in this market, man, 10% is 10%. Any savings is enough. The stripes, also from Scale Finishes, are Toyota Asphalt Gray, and this is a beautiful color. It is actually the color of my Toyota 86. And it has a ton of pearl flake in it. Like, this is what my car actually looks like when you look at my car up close. It is this sparkly. So you might think, oh, that's just out of scale. No, this is what this color looks like on a real car. It's just absolutely a fantastic color. All right, we got rid of the turntable because the turntable was just annoying the crap out of me. So looking at the car from the outside, we do have some ProTech photo etch hood pins on there. I love his hood pins. They're fantastic. We have my 3D printed bullet mirrors in the Mustang style, as well as some 3D printed up door handles that look so much better than the original kit handles. We shaved those off. Top Studios 1.2mm rivet for our door lock, as well as our trunk lock in the back. We have our custom Texas license plate. So we have our registration sticker. We finished this in August of 2024. We replaced the kit wheels with some BBS FIRs. These are the wheels on the new Ford GT, or these are an optional wheel. So we replaced our wheels with the BBS FIRs. These are 3D printed. These wheels are an option wheel for the new Ford GT. Got some beautiful Brembo brakes back behind them. And I have modified the suspension slightly. I put some spacers in there to kick these tires out so that they line up with these wheel arches a lot better, as well as the ones in the front lower the front end by about 3mm. And that nose down look just really fixes. We're going to go on shaky cam for a second here. That nose down look really fixes the stance. Everything that I disliked about Mustangs disappeared the moment I saw that car sitting like that. That just looks cool to me. We have custom designed some tailpipes in there because I really didn't like the ones that were on the original. We had to do some serious modification to our drive shaft. We cut it all apart and built a whole new drive shaft out of some aluminum tubing. That allowed us to get a really good fit on the rear end with the new transmission and engine that we have in here. We got rid of the 428 Cobra jet engine in exchange for the modern Coyote 5.2 liter Predator engine out of the new GT500. It's an absolutely beautiful engine from Motoboss. I 3D printed this up. It looks gorgeous in there. We have replaced the master cylinder with a more modern master cylinder to go in line with the modern brakes that we put on it. We ran our overflow hose in here. We have wired up an Optima battery. That looks awesome inside that engine bay. That is a really cool engine for this car. And this is the first time that I've done an engine swap. No, it's not. I've swapped out for some of the flatheads. But other than flatheads, this is the first time that I've had a 3D printed engine where I didn't have any real issues. I had some issues. I had to make some slight modifications To get that engine in, we had to cut the steering rack out, and I just left it out. It's not something you're really going to see, especially sitting on a table or sitting in my shelf. And it was too much effort to try and go in here and try to recreate a rack. But this oil pan just got in the way, and I had to get rid of the old rack just to make that clearance fit. But other than that, this engine fit in just absolutely beautiful. All right, guys, so I'm a member of a model car club called Down to Scale. A great group of guys. Most of them are based in California, but I have gone ahead and taken their logo and thrown it on a decal and made a window sticker for our rear quarter window back here. We have also eliminated the roll bar. So I made some caps with the Shelby Cobra snake logo on there just to fill those holes up. We 3D printed up some seats from Black Box STL. Another really nice detail in here. We made the interior door locks, and we did that using some Top Studio rivets and washers. A little trick I learned from my best friend Chris over at CD Scale Models, one of my best friends. His link is down in the description below. Awesome guy, awesome builder, fantastic detail work. We have my seatbelts in there. Those are 3D modeled and designed by me. They're available in my Colt store. Now the latch part, it's just like all the photo etch. You just run your 2mm or 1/16 inch ribbon through the hole, fold it over, glue it in place. But the buckle, I modeled the buckle to be completely open. So you run the ribbon in through the back, run it all the way through the front, put some glue on the ribbon in the front, and then pull it back in, and it disappears. No glue, no evidence. It looks super clean in there. I love how that turned out. We've replaced our steering wheel with a Momo steering wheel. It looks a lot better than the kit one. Are you going to cooperate with me or not? Probably not. You haven't cooperated all night. You can kind of see in there the gauges from Best Model Car Parts. These are on eBay. Again, it's Best Model Car Parts. These are so much better than the kit decals. In fact, I don't think this kit actually had gauge decals. That's right. This is one of those kits that doesn't have it. And those are just fantastic in there. I'm fixing to go look to see if he has them for the 78 Trans Am that I'm fixing to do for Pops, because those look awesome in there. You can see some of our detail paint, all of our buttons and switches in there. That all looks really good. Our custom shifter. Another one of my designs is back over there. Those window cranks are super cool. Toll tag. And I had to custom make some mirrors, but that's just because I lost the kit mirrors. Story of my life. And finally, we have the sun visors. Also on my Colts 3D store. This is starting to sound like an infomercial, guys, so I'm going to stop saying stuff's on my Colts 3D store. There is a link down below for my Colts page. Go check it out if you're interested and have a 3D printer. You can download my design files. I try to keep the prices on them fairly cheap. And we have, I'm trying to get the light to work with me, guys, a headliner. So the way Revell does the plastic, it's just one piece front to back, but there's a gigantic hole in the center that looks really bad. So I covered the whole thing in a custom fit piece of sheet acetate, because it's just the thinnest plastic that I have. I made some bends in it to replicate the creases in the material. And then we just glued that up into place and painted it up. That makes that interior look so much better than that giant hole. So that's going to be a wrap for me, guys. As far as videos go, I have several videos planned. None of them are going to be build series, to be honest with you. I have a build that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a Super B in as a memorial to Mitchell from Insomnia Hobbies. I'm going to do an unboxing video on that. I'm also going to do an unboxing video on the 78 Trans Am Revell monogram, listed as the Warbird, but it is a 78 Trans Am kit. I'm going to be building that for my neighbor next door, Pops, so that's going to be the Pops build. Both of those are just going to be update builds. I don't think I'm going to be doing another build series for the rest of the year, to be honest with you. I may pick one back up when the year starts, but after I get these two builds done, it's going to be pretty close to the end of the year. It's always hectic, and I think we're just going to stick with some update videos. We are going to do an unboxing on the Super Bee for Mitchell. We are going to do an unboxing on the Trans Am for Pops. That is a really old kit from like 1980, I think. If not, it's in its early 80s. I was looking it up earlier today. We also are going to do a final video on the shop to show you where the shop is. Hopefully I will have that done and out before next Saturday when I head to the show. I want to have that out as a Saturday video for you guys. And I will probably do a video after that as well on the show for some show coverage, because like I said, that's going to be a fantastic show. If you're in the area or have the ability at all, definitely come out. It's going to be a great time, and I would love to see you guys, to be honest with you. I went down to the Ham show down in Houston and met Ed and JT and just had an absolute blast. So thanks for hanging out with me. I have rambled on way too long. Thanks to Paul from Left Coast Model Cars for doing the model cars and coffee thing, and I will catch you guys on the next one.